Happy Friday. Welcome to Fill Up Friday Live. If you are catching the replay, then welcome. You guys make sure as you come in that you say hello and that you let us know that you are watching and where you are watching from. If this is your first time joining us for Fill Up Friday Live, please let us know. We want to be able to shout you out. And in just a little bit, I'll tell you all a little bit about what we do on Fill Up Friday Live and why we do Fill Up Friday Live. Make sure to share the video and give us some hearts and give us some love. We are so excited tonight. We welcome you. To our show tonight. And so on behalf of myself, Mrs. J Spire, the host of Philip Friday Live and Jayspirations Live, and our Philip Friday Faithful. So we're going to give some folks some time to come in. You guys let me know that you can hear me and let me know if you can see me well. Been playing around with the lighting a little bit, so I want to make sure that you guys can see us. Also, as you come in, drop into the comments what you filled up on this week. Or just let us know how you're feeling. Let us know how your week was. The purpose of Fill Up Friday is to encourage each other. If you come in and you are running on empty, we hope that by the time that you leave, that you are motivated, that you are inspired, that you are J-spired, and that you feel better when you leave than when you came. I know we have some newbies coming in, so go ahead, drop your name or drop a comment into the comment section. I want to welcome Facebook and YouTube. So I've had a week filled with different emotions. So I'm excited to come on tonight and to share with you all and just talk with you all and talk through some things that I reflected on this week. So we're going to give some folks some time to come back, to come in. Our Fill Up Friday faithfuls. And if you are not a Fill Up Friday faithful, come on and join us. Join us every Friday right here on Jayspirations Live page at 8:00 p.m. We would love to have you. If you have liked our page but you have not followed, please follow. Make sure that you are commenting on our reels, that you are reading and watching our posts throughout the week to make sure you're getting some motivation and you're filling up throughout the week. The things that we post here on Jayspirations Live, some people think is just for me. Or some people think that I'm doing it just for them, right? Or just for the audience, but it's a mixture. When I post, it's because it's something that I felt, it's something that's been in my spirit. Maybe it's something that I thought about or I stressed about that day or the day before, but it really is just a time to be able to encourage you, but to also be able to encourage myself. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right in. I'm starting to see some comments come in. So before we start, so Lucy said, I filled up on new relationships. Hey, that's exciting. Meeting new people and building relationships that encourage you and motivate you and help you to fill up and to reflect and learn about yourself. That's awesome. And then Ashley said, this week was a really busy week at work. I'm so happy it's Friday. I'm hoping to fill up on rest this weekend. Ashley, I am too. You know how we feel about self-care here at Jayspirations Live. So I want to go ahead. I'm going to get started just a little bit. First of all, I want to throw out some things I don't want anybody to miss if they're planning to come on. But I want you guys to make sure that you save the date for Saturday, June the 3rd. Let me make sure. I just looked at the date. I know we're a little far out. But I want you to save the date, yes, for Saturday, June the 3rd. If you are in the Hampton Roads area, we are planning a phenomenal event. We'll be sharing the all the information soon. But if you are in Hampton Roads, be sure to watch the page. You want to make sure that you are in the building for this event. We are going to have a phenomenal time. We had our first event of 2023 in January, poetry and pastries, and we had such a great time. So we're just looking forward to bringing you all more information, more places that we can have safe conversations and events that are fun, but they're also motivational and inspirational as well. So, you guys, tonight, as you came in, you may have seen it pop up, but tonight we are going to be talking about don't stray from purpose and don't waver. So this week I have been challenged. Then I saw what Ashley said this week was really busy at work for her. And so maybe she's been a little stressed or frustrated. Maybe she's been a little distraught. Maybe she's been overwhelmed. But I know that she's glad that it's Friday. And I'm glad that it's Friday as well. So as I was thinking about this week, I was a little distraught, just trying to figure out I had posted earlier in the week about, not being distraught, not getting distracted, um, because things aren't maybe going the way that you thought it would go, or things or life aren't looking the way that you thought it would look. And so as I begin to think about that this week, just thinking about what I was doing, where I was going, how I was feeling about some of the decisions that I needed to make, having conversations with people that I trust, with people that I know who genuinely are concerned about me and love me, and just trying to talk some things through. So that popped up: don't stray from purpose and don't waver. So oftentimes life does not look like what we thought it would look like, right? As kids, we had things in our mind about what we would do when we grew up, what we would have, what things would look like. So we graduated from high school. Some of us went off to college. Some of us went right into the workforce. Some of us got married. Some of us had children. So many different things, right? We're all doing different things in our lives. But things didn't, some maybe doesn't look like the way we thought it would look, right? If you can feel me, then just give me some hearts. That life does not look like what we thought it would look like. Because life happened, right? And so we always talk about here on Jayspirations Live that some life is just lifing. Things just happen, things that we're not always prepared for, things that we didn't think would happen. Life just happens. And some of us went to work and we have jobs because life requires money, right? We have to pay bills. We have to get things taken care of, so we have to work. And so I'm here tonight to tell you, don't stray from purpose and don't be distracted, right? Don't be distracted and don't waver. Some of us are working 9 to 5 jobs. Some of us are working 10 to 6. Some of us are working 12 to 7, right? And some of us are in jobs that's a passion, but it may not be part of our purpose. And so you may say, well, Mrs. J. Spire, what does that mean? Well, there are things that we are passionate about, right? Things that we really get into, things that are feel good. And it doesn't mean that it's not part of our purpose. It just may not be our purpose. So if you're in those situations where you're working those 12 to 7s or 10 to 6 or 9 to 5, I encourage you to continue to, to do what you're doing. Continue to do it well. Continue to be thankful for what you have and who you have, the ability to be able to take care of yourself, the ability to be able to take care, of your family. But what I also want to encourage you to do is not to forget about your purpose, right? And so tonight, as you're looking at me walking in my purpose. I am passionate about a lot of things, but I know that Jayspirations Live is part of my purpose. And so after 40 hours of being at work, after some stressful days, some long days, you see me doing Jayspirations on Friday nights, and you see me posting all throughout the week, because that is my purpose. And so the goal is to, yes, be passionate about what you do, but I want to make sure that you do not stray from purpose, because what you want to do is you want to be making time for your passion, but you want to be walking in your purpose on a daily basis. I'm going to say that again. You want to be passionate about things, but you don't want to be making time for your purpose, right? You want to be walking in your purpose and doing purposeful things all the time. We shouldn't be making time for our purpose. And so, again, don't stray from your purpose. Don't be distraught and don't waver. So that is the message for tonight. And the reason that I say that is because right now I'm making time for my purpose, right? Even though I'm passionate about those other things, but I'm making time for my purpose. But I want it to be the other way around. I want to be able to, I want to be able to do what my purpose is. And I want, yes, be able to do it passionately, but I want it to be the other way around, where I'm not so tired as I'm walking in that purpose, right? I want to be able to do it every day. I want it to be fulfilling. I want it to be able to touch me, and then I want it to be able to touch you guys as well. And so, even though what I'm doing right now that's purposeful, it doesn't look like what I want it to look like, right? But it's growing, because it doesn't look like what it looked like 5 years ago. It doesn't look like what it looked like 4 years ago or 2 years ago. I'm growing and it's growing, right? And so I'm not straying from my purpose. I'm doing what I need to do so that my purpose is right here in front of my face, and so that it's my priority. And so, again, I encourage you guys tonight. You're going to hear me say it more than once, because when you leave here tonight, I want that to be in your heart. I want that to be in your mind, that you do not stray from purpose and that you don't waver. There's going to be some things and there's going to be some people that's going to try to come up against you, right? Because they're trying to figure out, why is she this way? Why is he that way? Why is he able to do so many things? How was he or she able to do these things, and they didn't go to school for it? They don't have a degree for it. They don't have a certification for it. And it's because, yeah, those things are great, and I don't downplay any of those things. I have a degree myself, but when it's purposeful, it is purposeful. It doesn't matter if you don't have those letters behind your name. It doesn't matter if you don't have those letters in front of your name. It is your purpose. And when it is your purpose, nobody can stop it, regardless of what they say, regardless of what they do, regardless of how they come at you. People are going to throw rocks, they're going to throw stones. They may try to sabotage you, they may say things against your character, they may put you in situations where they're trying to force you to react, they're trying to force you to respond to what they're doing. But do not waver. Do not stray from purpose. Even the places where we are now, there is a reason that you're there. Sometimes we cannot understand it. Sometimes we're ready to move out of it. Sometimes it's just like, I have to go, and it could be any situation. It could be a relationship. It doesn't just have to be a job, right? But sometimes those things are purposeful, because it's letting you know that you can't stray from your purpose. Sometimes when things are harder, it's just something that's trying to push against you, right? Have you ever been in a room? It could be with one of your friends. It could be with one of your siblings, and you're playing, right, when you were kids, and you would be inside the bedroom or outside the bedroom, and you would be pushing, right? Somebody's pushing the door closed, you're trying to push the door open, and it was a game, right? And whoever pushed the hardest, you could get in that room, or the person could keep you out of it. But when you was really determined to get in that room, especially if it was a little cousin or a little sister or a little brother, and you were like, they're in there messing with my things, you were determined to get in that room. So regardless of how hard they pushed, you pushed harder, and you pushed harder until you were able to get inside to protect your stuff, right? And so that's what I'm telling you tonight. Protect your stuff. Do not stray and do not waver. Regardless of what comes up against you, you just keep going because you have to be walking in your purpose. And so when you're trying to walk in that purpose, things are going to come against you, but you just keep pushing back and you just keep going, right? And it is hard. I know that it's hard because I've been in some of those hard spaces. I'm in some of those hard spaces right now where I'm trying to figure out what is the best for me, right? And that's the important thing too. You have to do what's best for you. And walking in your purpose is what's best for you, because we've said it before. It's not about popularity. It's not about making everybody else, happy around you. It's about knowing what your capacity is, and it's about knowing what you need. Because when you do the best by yourself, then you're going to show up as your best self, and you're going to show up as your best self for other people as well. When we don't take care of ourselves and put ourselves first, there is no way that we can show up for other people. See, we're thinking that we're showing up for other people, but we're not showing up as our best selves. We're showing up based on what they need, right? And based on how they have defined us. And we're showing up based on what they say that we are worth. But we have to learn to know our own worth. And we have to learn to understand what our purpose is. And when we walk in our purpose, everybody that's connected to us, they're going to start working and walking in their purpose as well. I was having a conversation with someone today, and I was telling her how I had responded to a conversation that I was having where someone was saying, well, do you think that you should do that? Maybe you shouldn't do that because of A, B, and C. And my response to that was no, I have to do what's best for me. Right. And she said, I hope that I get to that place one day where I'm able to do that. And I sat and I thought about it, and I was thinking, when did I get to that place? Right? Because I had been in the place for so long of making sure everybody else was okay, making sure that what I was doing, how I was doing it, why I was doing it, that it was pleasing to the other people or to the other person, not realizing that I was straying from who I am and straying from my purpose to make sure that everybody else was okay. Now, am I telling you not to make sure that other people are okay or not to be concerned? Absolutely not. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is it is not selfish to put yourself first. Um, People have been telling us that for decades, that, when we put ourselves first, then it's selfish. And I'm here to tell you that that is not correct. Putting yourself first is not selfish. Putting yourself first is actually showing that you care about others. And that's because why? If we don't take care of ourselves, we can't take care of anybody else. If we don't take care of ourselves, we can't take care of our children properly. We can't take care of our spouses properly. We can't take care of our parents properly. If that's something that we have to do, we can't even go to work and function properly if we're not taking care of ourselves, right? And then when we start to fall down, then everything else around us begins to fall down, because what's happening? The foundation is collapsing, right? We become the foundation for everything and for everybody. And when we start to fall down, then the entire house falls down. How is that helping anybody? So there's two things, actually three things, that I want you to take from tonight, because I'm not going to be on here long tonight. Go ahead and drop it in the comments as well, because you guys should have been taking these tips, right? Because earlier this week we said, don't stray from purpose, don't be distracted, don't waver. That is the post, that is the tip, that is the reel, right? That's what it is, period. So it's three things that I want you guys to take from tonight. Do not stray. from what you know your purpose is. If you know what your purpose is, do not stray. Regardless of what happens around you, you stand your ground and you keep moving, because we're doing what? We're moving in wisdom. When we're moving in God's wisdom, right? We're moving in expectation, and we're moving in preparation this year. And we should have vision, not just goals, but we should have vision. So don't stray, right? Don't go off the road trying to go and be somebody else. You be who you are. You be who God says that you are. And don't waver. Even when those things come up against you and those people come up against you, don't waver. And what that means is, don't even start thinking about what they said you should do or where they said you should go. Don't allow them to start making you second guess yourself, right? And the other part is, so we have don't waver, we have stay in purpose, right? So don't stray from your purpose. And the other thing is, put yourself first, right? So every Friday night at the end of our show, we say what? Do something that makes you feel good this week, this weekend. Do something that fills you up. Do something that makes you smile. And that should be your priority every single day. Why? Because when you smile and when you feel good, the people around you, they're smiling and they're feeling good too. Why? Because those smiles become contagious, right? I mean, there's days where I don't feel like smiling, and y'all know I love my smile, right? But there are days when I don't feel like smiling, but when I see my son and he's smiling, it makes me smile. It's contagious, right? When I come upon someone that I know or I love or I like to conversate with, and they're asking me how I'm doing, and I'm able to talk it through with them, and I'm able to be transparent, by the end of the conversation, right? That interaction, I'm smiling, because smiling becomes contagious, right? So those are the things. That's right, Janice. Don't stray from purpose, don't waver, and put yourself first. There's going to be times when we are distraught, you guys. Sometimes it's a weekly basis where I feel like I'm just distraught, and I'm like, what am I doing? You know, how am I making it? But then I have to go back and I have to reflect, and I say, I'm walking in purpose. I'm doing what I was called to do. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. And so I'm going to keep on doing what I have to do until I can totally do what I want to do, right? And what I want to do is to walk in purpose. So again, if you missed it, you see me on here tonight because I'm walking in purpose. Am I tired? Absolutely. Did I have a stressful week? Absolutely. Earlier today, I said, you know what? Maybe I won't do Fill Up Friday tonight because I'm so tired. But guess what? It's purposeful. So I have to keep doing it. It may not seem like a lot to anybody else, but this week I've been watching the followers grow, right? And it's not by accident. And it's not by chance. It's happening the way that it's supposed to happen. There are people that have started following me on Instagram just today. And when I saw it pop up, I said, that can't be that person. I started to waver and I started to second guess myself, because why not? Right? Why not? Why can't it be that person? Why can't it be a celebrity that's following me? Why not? I'm walking in my purpose. I'm being who God is calling me to be. I'm doing what He is telling me to do. It's not for me, right? Because we already talked about the fact that popularity doesn't always last, right? We're talking about purpose. So I had to step back and say, you know what? Maybe this is the right person that's following me, right? And I started looking and trying to see who was connected to that person. And I was like, I'm not going to second guess myself. I'm not going to waver, because it's absolutely possible that they're following me. Because why not? Right? Because I'm worthy to be followed. Everything that I say and I do, it's things that I know God has given me. Why? Because even though I know I'm smart, and even though I know I'm good, I'm smart enough to know that I'm not that good, right? I'm smart enough to know that God is the one that's imparting everything into me. So yeah, why not? And it's going to be many more times where I pop on Instagram or I pop on my YouTube or my Facebook, and there's going to be celebrities that's going to follow me. Because my thank you, Holy Spirit. My new motto for this year is why not? Right? Why not? And so that's number 4 that I want you guys to take from you tonight. Why not? And that's the don't waver part, because why not? And so, you guys, thank you so much for coming on tonight. And see, I'm smiling. And when I got on, it was a smile because I'm always smiling. But now that we are closing, it's a smile because why not? It's a smile because God has dropped the seed into me that I was able to pour into you. Why not? That's our other motto for 2023. Why not? We got to put that on a t-shirt, right? Because why not? So thank you so much for coming on tonight and sharing, allowing me to share with you. If you are new, I'm not sure everybody that's on, but if you are new to Jayspirations Live Fill Up Friday, I hope that you enjoyed it. If you are catching the replay, I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you will share this so that other people will enjoy it, and so that other people will know that they should not stray from purpose, that they should not waver, that they should always put themselves first. And the last one, our new thing for the season, is why not? Right? Why not? Make sure you share this video. We want to fill social media. We want to fill the world with Jayspiration, right? Everybody should be smiling on a Friday night. Everybody should be asking and saying, why not? Everyone should be saying, change your language and change your life. Why? Because we are life changers, right? And we are Fill Up Friday faithfuls. If you are not a Fill Up Friday faithful and it's your first night, you make sure that you join us right here next Friday at 8 o'clock p.m. We want to bring you into our family, right? Right now we're small, but we are mighty and we're going to grow. And next time this year, we're going to have a whole conference room filled with Fill Up Friday faithfuls, right? Because that's who we are. And I appreciate you guys being faithful, not only to me, but being faithful to each other as we gather every Friday night at 8 o'clock. So you guys enjoy the rest of your night. Enjoy your weekend. Do something to make yourself smile. Do something to make yourself happy. Love on yourself. Love on somebody else. And as always, be Jayspired.